คือไม่เห็นคนปีดี
สุดยอดเลย
ออกมาได้หรอเหมือนจะไม่ตรงเป็นไปอีกคนของเราเนาะ
Okay, let's talk about the plan for midterm exam.
โอ้ยเรียนอะไรบ้างครับได้แค่แบบ
How many hours we plan for midterm? 3 hours or 2.5 hours? 3 hours. Okay. What day? Okay. What day? 25. What time?
อะไรบ้างดีวะออกมาเดี๋ยว
5 until 4 p.m. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe two sections. Section 1 will be multiple choice question.
เย็นชื่ออะไรนะ
I think this one, let's say maybe maximum.
จริงๆวางไว้แบบทำงาน
And then section number 2 will be like exercise that we did class.
มีอยู่หรอ UNC เราติดใช่อยากเป็น
So let me say nothing. We have question 1. That will have the 2.1. Let's see. I think the break even. UL. MS. Did we learn this one last time?
UL ไป
So this one question.
UL ไปแล้ว
And then 2.2. I'm thinking about
I'm thinking about
working capital management. No, today topic. Flexible thinking. This is today's topic. Okay. 2.3. Operating and cash cycle. Okay, number 4. ROE and Dupont analysis.
ไปตรงข้อที่เราได้ถามไม่คิดว่าอ่านประการบ้านได้ยิ่งย้ำการบ้านนอนก็เลยจะไปเอาอีก
One, I think the topic here will be
คนนี้หรอ
depreciation. Remember what? Will be multiple choice.
อยู่ก็เบอร์เลย
So the key, the rest will be try to have multiple choice so set out. Okay, but the exercise try to have this.
ทีมเซ็นส์หมด
Okay.
อะไร
Okay.
หลังดีโอเคแล้ว
The rest go to multiple choice.
เซ็นนิดหนึ่งว่า
Make sense?
อะไรนั่นเดี๋ยวไรสิแหวนแต่เป็น not
Okay. And look at the syllabus and how we allocate the PowerPoint. Okay, and during the exam instruction. So I will allow you 1 page of A4 size. Okay, and then can be 2 sides. As you know, you feel free to write down, take make a Xerox. Up to you. I don't care. But only 1 page. A4 size. Make sense? And then 2 sides allow that you can save some notes. Okay? Some notes during the exam. Possible except this one note. Okay. And then basic calculator. Okay, basic calculator. Or any, that should be okay. We have that should be okay. Yeah, should say. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
ประมาณนี้ใช่ไหม
Okay. Yeah.
Slide them in.
Pardon?
What do you mean by basic?
That one okay. The financial calculator that should be okay. Any calculator. Yeah, can be, but not from your phone.
Okay.
The key, not your phone. So it can be any kind of calculators.
อยู่ยังไงคะเนี่ย
It's a key. Okay, not from your phone.
อยู่แต่
Okay, and then pencil should be okay, but make sure that I can easily read it. Okay, pen or pencil should be okay.
ก็อย่าไปซื้อสองตา
Should be okay. Okay, that should be enough, I guess. Let's see the syllabus of what we have for the story. Let's see.
ไม่ว่ามันก็ชอบถามมาซื้อ
So the topic that you learn with me,
คิดว่า
which one going to be like a exercise that you have to prepare? I think I'm talking about this one, right? RE and do bomb, right? Okay, and then
อ่านค่ะ
talking about working capital management, these two, right? That will be part of your exercise. I score for the questions. And then will be which one? This guy, right?
อะไร
What? Break-even point, remember? Talk about break-even point. What do you out margin of safety, right? This is what we learned, right? Right? What else? And then today will be the rest will be multiple choice. Is it fair? That this is to be our exercise part 2. Will be 1 question, 1 exercise for each. Okay, so we can prepare. So we have 1 topic today for the exercise, right? The flexible budget. And then the rest is one, if we have time, we go to our makeup on Thursday, right? For 6:30 until 8, right? That one online. Only 1 last topic, but that one will be in your multiple choice section. If you have exam. Okay? So this is my recommendation. To prepare yourself before the midterm exam. Number 1, understood all example in class with me. That should be priority. Yeah? Okay? Next, handle all the homework, online homework assignments that you finished already. And then most of you guys have done quite well, more than 90% that I saw your score. Okay? And then number 3, quick review for the e-book. But if we have some conflict in terms of the formula, right? Use what we did in class. Make sense? Is it clear? Okay, so what's number 1? Follow my teaching in class. This is priority. Handle all the homework assignment, okay, and quick review in your handout and then the ebook. That should be more than enough. Because my exam, I'll just select some. I cannot have all things within 3 hours. One. And then normally I'm not surprising you. Okay, so we can handle 3 things. I think that should be okay. Okay. And then the reason that I don't have all multiple choice, because you make mistake, you get 0. But you have part 2 exercise. You make the final answer incorrect, but you can still get some partial credits from me. This is key. So try to help. Okay. So my recommendation, don't have each of the part 2 blank. Because blank, I don't have evidence, so you get 0 for sure. But if you write something, even you make mistake, I try to give you partial credit. Okay. Okay, now we go back to the topic today. That will be one of the 4 questions, right? For your midterm exam. Okay. So let's come back here for the topic today. So part number 1, we have case number 1, talking about budget. Okay. So if you think about the first one, we have income statement. Can you tell me what we start with the first one now? When we're talking about income statement, we start from what? Sales minus cost of goods sold, and then we have gross minus selling, and then admin. What? We have EBIT, earnings before interest and tax. We minus interest. We have EBT, earnings before we pay tax to the government, and then we minus tax, and we can get net income or net profit. What? Okay. But the focus here for this one, we'll be talking about budget. We are talking about things that not happen this month. Budget happen already or not happen. So we say budget. What does it mean in Thai? Budget. In Thai, ครับงบเป็นก่อนเดียวงบประมาณ So we are talking about thing now or in the future ครับ budget in the future. So we cannot have actual number here, but they are all will be estimated numbers. So we have a planning process, right? Okay. So now we have this one like budget. Repeat like budget, not happening. So what the first one here that we want to get a budget? How can we get this guy? So we have what? We call this one sale what? Sale budget. Make sense? Okay. And then a whole thing here, this guy, a whole thing here will be. Well, what budget we need? I will call this one budget number 1. We call what? Sale budget. Do we need number 2? Do you have to plan for number 2 also? The budget for cost of what? Goods sold. That should be what number? Number 2. And we call this one cost of goods sold, and then what? Budget. So if we get 1 and 2, can we get the GP?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes. Make sense? So we need budget number 1 name, sales. We need budget number 2 names, cost of goods sold. And then we offset them, we get budgeted gross profit. Make sense? Okay. Do we need a budget for selling and admin? We have to ask sales division. We have to ask admin division. Give us the number, right? Okay. So we have the budget, yes or no? Yes. Number 3. So we have budget for selling and then admin. So if we have 1, 2, and 3, what do we get? We get budget for what? E, B, I, T. Make sense? But no need to prepare the budget. Why? Because we have the offset number will be estimated earnings before interest and tax. Right? This is to be the point that we need for the first part. And then we can have I. No need to have the budget, but we have I. And then we get EBT. and then we can calculate, right, the T. And we get what? N9. But the whole thing will be what? Budget. Is it clear? This is a whole concept of budget. Make sense? Okay, let's start from the first one. The first one is called sale. What's the first one? Sale budget. Okay, let's see the sale budget. How about I have this one? Include sale budget. So we have the budget for Q1, 2, 3, and then what? 4. So I want to get the sales. What should we do? Let me add one more piece. How can we get the sale budget? So just an example for one, but you can read by yourself for the rest. Okay, now help me to prepare the first budget. What's the name of the first budget? Okay, so we get the answer. Right? Okay, help me to get the first one. What's the name of the budget? Sale budget. Okay, so we prepare the sale budget. Number one, sales budget. We're going to do it for how many quarters? How many quarters? 4. Okay, so we have Q1 and then what? 2, 3, and then 4. But can we do it as like annually for the number? So we have what? The total. Make sense? Okay. I want to see the budget for your revenues, and our focus now is your total sales. So what the formula for sales? Do we need the Q for the sales? Yes or no? Yes. Do we need the price? Price for one item, and then multiply, so we can get what?
Total.
The sale in the last. Make sense? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me, how many items you plan to sell in quarter one? How many items are 8,000? That's the number. We need to sell 8,000. What is the price per item that we plan to sell? 75. So multiply with what? 25. Can you help me? What is the number? How much you get? 60,000? Okay. 60,000. Quarter two, how many you plan to sell? 10,000. How much per item?
75.
But for the world, you may increase the price to 28. That price in quarter two. But this time we assume the same price for all quarters. 75. Yeah, I think it should be what? 600,000. Next, 750,000. Right? Okay, how about quarter number 3? 30,000. 25. How much we get? 225? 225? 250,000. Make sense? Okay. Number 4, last one.
40.
And then 75. How much you get? Make sense? Okay. And can you sum them for me? Summing total. 40, 30, 70, right? 80, 88, right? And then
600,000.
in total will be 6 million.
เข้าใจ
Is it correct?
600,000.
Okay, 6 million. Is it correct? Done. Easy, right? And then we continue this one during the online exam. Okay, online session. Okay, this is the first part, right? How can we prepare budget for the future? That's all. For quarter 1, 2, 3. Let's see the answers. Let's take this. The answer that we. Okay, let's see the answer from the textbook. So we have budget, right? Within the budget period can be every month possible? Can be every quarter, and it can be annual.
ไม่ต้อง
Possible? Make sense? And then year can be year or more than 1 year. Possible? That's all. One. You can do every month. And then quarter. Or year 1, year 2, year 3. And up to you. According to your budget. Think in the future. And then we have the master budget. What is the first one? Remember what's the first one we have to prepare? You think about what? Income what? Income statement. We have the first budget name, what? Sales budget. So that we can have data to prepare what? Sale. Make sense? And this one, the whole thing here will be in baht or dollars. Make sense? And then if you have a manufacturing company, right? We have to do budget number 2, name what? Production. And then we have to have 2.1. If you are manufacturing, right? We have to prepare for direct what? Actually, we have to prepare for new labor, what we call direct labor. And the rest of the factory, we call it overhead. But the whole thing here give you the data, right?
อันนี้ไม่ใช่
The data here. Then you can get what?
Yeah.
Cost of what? Goods sold. That's what I did. Yeah. You have sales, you have cost goods sold. What you get next? Cost what? Cost what? Make sense? And then do we have to get number 4? Number 3, remember? Serving and which one? Serving and admin. Make sense? And we get the data. So what the data we get now after this? We get the data from this one to be saving and then admin. Yeah. What do we have next? E, B, I, T. So the rest will be the same. Net income. Is it clear? That's what I wrote it before. Okay? Consistent, right? Yeah. So we have budget number 1 name, sales. Budget number 2, if we don't produce, we have what? Purchase.
Yeah.
And then we can calculate cost of goods sold. But if you are a manufacturing firm, we have to produce. So we have, this one could be another subject. We call cost accounting, but it's not your job. Okay, that's why I think maybe that get the concept. But ask accounting your friend, accounting major student to prepare the production cost.
COGS. It's just like
Cost of goods
it's just like exchange, right?
or exchange of cost. Okay. So this is the selling price and our cost price. And we get the gross profit. Okay, done selling admin. And then number 4, we have what? Cash budget. That should be up to here. That's I want. Okay. So exam will be covered up to here. Not in exam. Is it clear? Okay, but this one will be part of your multiple choice. Yeah. Okay, but not in exam. Exam will be up to this point. Make sense? Okay. One more time. What's the first one? When we have budget. What's the first one? Sales. Number 2,
เออ
party here, right? To get cost of goods sold. Number 3, selling and then admin. And then number 4 here will be cash budget. But we do this one during the paying up. No worry now. But just check this one, what we did, right, for the first one. And we continue next class. Are we done the sale budget? Can you check? This is what budget we did. Number 1. How many quarters? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have, I recommend do the total. Yeah.
Sure.
Are we done the first one? Second, correct? Yes or no? Yes. 750.
Yes.
Yeah. 2,250. Yes. And then 3,000. And then you combine the sum for me. So you can see the plan of the whole year. Done. This is the first one. The rest we continue on Thursday. Is it clear? Yeah. Now go back to the beginning again. The key part for today. Case number 2. Ready? We have only one case today. We are done and we stop. This will be on your exam for sure. And then one exercise question. Is it clear? So you can follow this one today. I think you can get one question correct for the,
วันที่หนึ่ง
yeah, for the exam. Okay, next page. Okay, let's start up. How about we assume that we have the budget? Are you ready? You think the budget should be set beginning of the year or ending of the year? You will say budget. Yeah, it should be set for the beginning, right? But we may do it like a few months before the 1st of Jan. How about that? Right? Okay. So how about we assume that the 1st of Jan, we start, right? So we have what? Let's say 1st of Jan year 2. How about it? Year 2. We started. And then this one we get the budget here. Make sense? This is the 1st of Jan. Okay? Tell me, what did we do for the plan, the budget? You think about this one, is it about, it look like what? Income what? Income statement, but budget one. Make sense? Okay, so now help me to read it. How many items you plan to sell, but actually your income statement starts from here, right? But we give you the data. Make sense? So your income statement starts from here. How about the first one? We have the first one named sale. But this is not for quarter, for a whole year. What year is it? Year 2. We set the budget for year 2. Make sense? For a whole year, how many items we plan to sell? 100. Yeah? And then how much we plan to sell per item? $300 per item. So now can you get budget number 1 for a whole year? We have sale in dollars. How much in total? 30,000. Is it clear? Like what we did. Make sense? Okay. Now cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. How many you sold? Tell me. 100. But what is the cost price? 100. So what is the cost of goods sold? Okay. Is it correct? We're talking about setting the budget. Make sense? Okay. Next, do you plan to pay for salary and wage? Yes. Do you think is it variable cost or fixed or mixed? Look for the formula. I think it mixed because it have one part. What is it? Basic salary. Is it fixed cost? Yes. You sell 1, you sell 10. You have to pay the basic salary. That first part is fixed cost or variable cost. Fixed cost. How much is it for a whole year? $1,000. We assume. Yeah. But we also pay for commission, the sale commission. How much we pay for the sale commission? $30 each. How many that they sold? 100. And then we pay sale commission $30 per 1 item sold. So how much you have to give the sale commission in total a whole year? 3,000. Fixed cost 1,000. Variable cost 3,000. What is the total budget you have to plan? 4,000. Is it okay? You think this one mixed cost or variable cost or fixed? Okay, let me give you data about the cost. This one will be what? Mixed. Make sense? Okay. How about the gas? We have to pay for our sales people to send our product to the customer. What do we pay? Fixed cost or variable cost or mixed? This is variable because we pay based on, we have to give the budget based on the number of units you sold. How many that you plan to sell next year? We are year 1, but we plan for budget of year 2 now. Okay. So now we are, let's say, in November of year 1. And then preparing the budget for what? The 1st of January, year 2. Is it clear? Okay. So how much for the gas budget you plan to give to that division? Okay. They plan to sell how many items? 100. How much the budget we give them to be the gas or petrol? How much of 10? So how much in total we have the budget to give? $1,000. Easy one. Okay. Next, do you have to pay for insurance of a whole company? How much they charge per year? $2,000. Is it fixed cost or variable cost or mixed? Fixed cost. How much? 2,000. Yeah. Okay. Next, You have to plan for utility. Yes, we know that we'll go for something, but this is the budget we give you based on our past data. We can set the budget for electricity, water, everything. How much in total? 1,300. This is the budget we give you to control. Make sense? Okay. Next up, we don't have our space for the company. We have to rent the space. How much they charge us per year? 3,000. That one fixed cost or variable cost? Fixed. 3,000. Yeah. We have building. We have table. Do we have to depreciate them? Yes. Every year, depreciation expense, how much is it per year? 6,000. Fixed cost, variable cost. Okay. So now tell me, what is your total your revenue next year? $30,000. What is your total expenses that you plan for next year? 27,300. What is your budgeted income statement? The profit for next year. How much is it? 2,700. This is we call budget, but now I name it static budget. Static. We plan at the beginning. Yeah. Are you ready? Done. So we plan this one for the beginning of year 2. And then we wait until the end of year 2. Yeah? So now with the end of year 2, we close our all the accounts. We get actual data. You think when should we know the actual data?
End of the year.
When?
December.
December 31st and then 2000, so year what? Year 2. But for actual might be January, might be February of year 3. Because take time to close out the accounts. Okay, but we know that we do the actual. So fastest we know will be the end of the period. Make sense? Now we get what? All the actuals. Yeah. How many items have we actually sold? 120. Not 100. Okay? But anyway, if you sell more, do you have more revenues? Yes. What is your actual sale that you have? 36,000 and then what? 600. Can you find me the difference? 6,600. Now you think should be favorable, you're happy. Or unfavorable, unhappy. Happy. The first line, happy or not happy? Happy. What plan you have sale 30,000. What actual that the company made? 36. Did you outperform? Yes. How much is it? 6,600. Favorable or unfavorable? Favorable. Is it clear? Okay. Now we go to the second line, cost of goods sold. What's the budget you plan to provide? 10,000. How much they actually spend? Did they overspend or underspend? Overspend. How much is it? I don't like the sign. I don't like the sign. We don't have the sign. Yeah. But they overspend it, right? How much is it? 3,200. During this time, you happy or unhappy? Unhappy. Okay, this one good one. But this one you are unhappy about. Make sense? Because overspending. We give you the budget. How much is it? 10,000. But you actually spend 13,000 something. So we are unhappy. Okay. Next up, how about salary? What the budget to give that division? Maximum 4,000. How much they actually spend? 4,600. Overpay or underpay? Happy or not happy? Unhappy. Yeah. Next, gas. What the budget we give them? 1,000 for whole year. How much they spend? 900. Did they save the cost for the company? Yes, this is 100. I don't put aside, but tell me, happy or unhappy? This one. It should be happy, right? Yeah, it's something wrong. So it should be what? F. Make sense? This one should be F. Yes or no?
Yes.
right? เป็น typo ไว้ make sense ไหม okay next ครับ insurance ครับ what the budget ครับ what the budget ครับ we give them 2,000 what the actual spending
2,200.
overpay or underpay overpay happy or not happy not happy okay utility ครับ what's the budget 1,300 actual pay 1,100 happy or not happy happy good
What did F stand for?
favorable favorable okay F mean what favorable right อ่าน okay or in short ครับ happy or not happy how about that okay okay how about rent ครับ what the budget ครับ 3,000 what the actual pay so no difference last one ครับ depreciation ครับ what the total budget ครับ 6,000 actual calculation ครับ 6,000 no difference okay but how about we focus on the bottom line ครับ ready what is your total expenses ครับ no what the budget you gave ครับ total budgeted ครับ 37,300 what the actual pay 31 what the difference ครับ you pay more for 3,700 happy or not happy
แล้วก็มี
but how about if we look for the overall how about that make sense you never know happy for how much is it ครับ look for overall of the section okay revenue section ครับ happy for how much is it ครับ 6,600 net for overall expenses unhappy for 3,700 offset เป็นครับ happy more than unhappy how much is it ครับ 2,900 and then happy or not happy ครับ happy make sense is it correct
อะไรไป
one more time ครับ revenue section you happy how much is it ครับ 6,600 but expense you unhappy net 3,700 so what you are net happy ครับ 2,900 is it correct yes happy or not happy happy or one more time ครับ if you focus on the bottom line ครับ what profit you plan to have ครับ 2,700 what profit the company actually makes 5,600 overperform or underperform overperform what the difference ครับ 2,900 overall happy or not happy ครับ happy is it clear okay so make a summary ครับ ready now let me start from the actual ครับ the rate one ครับ actual how about we focus on the bottom line ครับ net income ครับ and then we going to compare with the budget okay okay how about we focus here net income ครับ how much you plan to have the profit ครับ look for the bottom line how much is it ครับ 2,700 this is what you plan to have make sense okay what actual profit they make for you ครับ 5,000 and then 600 put that one in red color ครับ 5,000 and then 600 can you find me the difference can you find me the difference and how big okay how much is it ครับ 2,900 can you give me the result ครับ happy or unhappy ครับ happy done okay so if you agree up to this point my question is it the answer is tell me why why there's one thing ครับ that we cannot compare that's why we have to learn today also yeah But if you look for the bottom line, don't care about all the data. One more time, what profit you plan to have for year 2,700. What actual profit the company makes? 5,600. Overperform or underperform? Overperform. For how much is it? 2,900. Should be happy or not happy? Happy. Done. It should be correct only in one case. But in this example, not fair. Not fair. Find me something on the question page. There is one data telling us that we cannot compare. It's not apple and apple. Very good. Which one? Say what? Which one?
Actual.
Tell me which line? Not total expenses. But which one telling us that it's not apple and apple?
3,600.
Look, one line. Why we cannot compare the column of budget and the column of actual? Salary, not correct. That's one thing we cannot compare because it's not apple and apple,
VC.
not BC.
Q.
Q, very good. Q, why?
คิวคืออะไร
When you plan, we're not fortune teller, but when we plan for the budget for a whole year to sell how many items? 100. But we actually sold it. How many? 120. Are we the same basis?
No.
You get the point?
ตัวแปดนะครับ
So if you think we are the same basis, what your behavior, we try to plan very low. So that we can have bigger for the actual performance. And then for the result, we always outperform. You get my point? So it's not apple and apple. Otherwise, people will what? Plan very low. Like in this case, they plan to sell what? 100. But they actually sell 120. I'm sure the number will be bigger for the revenue, bigger for the profit. But is it your performance? Maybe not true. You get my point? So now you get the point one. We cannot compare the budget that we plan at the beginning with the actual because they are from different basis. You get my point? Okay, so now you see, no, why? Once you look at Q sale, how many you plan to sell?
100
100. Yeah. But what is your actual sale? 120. Is it the same? Is the key point. So not the same. That's is not what? Apple and apple. So can we compare? No. Make sense? Okay, so now tell me, what should we do? What's the solution? Do we have to adjust something?
Yes.
So good point, adjust. But now we have two players. What's number one? The budget, the black one. And then the actual. Which one you have to adjust?
Actual.
Which one should be best for you to adjust?
Budget.
So I think solution one, I have actual, and then I just adjust based on 100, right? So I just multiply all the number with 100 over 120. Make sense? This is way one. How about way two? Adjust the budget. Because when we plan budget, we plan for 100. Now we have to assume the new plan with 120. I call it approach B. You think now you have to choose approach A. We have actual, and then we adjust actual by multiply with 100 items divided by 120. Make sense? This is, I call it way one. How about with all way two? What we do? We have budget, but now we recalculate budget again based on what? 120, not 100. I call it way two. Which one you choose? I choose way two. I'm trying not to touch the actual because actual is actual. Do we have evidence? Yes. So now we just go back and recalculate the budget. So that's why we have two names of the budget. The black one we call it now static budget, And the new budget that we're going to recalculate, we call it today flexible budget. Is it clear? This is a whole concept for today. Done. Are you guys with me? This is a whole concept. One more time. When we set the budget in black, how many items we plan? 100. But this is at the beginning of the year. And then we are not fortune teller. We don't know actual sale we can make. We wait until how many months? 2 months. But now we realize a whole year. We have actual sales. How many items? 120. Sometimes it may happen we can have actual sale 98. You get my point? Or 80. But we have to find a way to adjust the number so that we can compare. Okay? So now you see each one are we biased? Now, if we compare 100 with 120, we are biased because they are not in the same basis. Clear? Okay, so what the solution? We have to adjust something. Way number one, what should we do? We're going to adjust actual numbers by multiply with actual Q. No, multiply with 100 over 120. This is way one. Or we go with way two. We have our own budget. And we name it static budget. That one static based on how many items? 100. But we know that now, no, the actual represents 120. So we have to recalculate budget again using what? 120 actual Q. And we rename it from static budget to flexible budget. Is it clear? Yeah. So now if we are ready, we have the solution. We use way one or way two. Way two. We use to adjust our own budget. Okay, so tell me. So go back here. Do we have to create the new budget? Yes or no? You think this one is correct now? Yes. And then this one we assume that is incorrect. Make sense? Cannot compare with actual because actual based on 120. But do we have to recalculate the budget? Yes. Okay. I will put this one in green. Tell me. Can you help me to get the new budget? Here. And we name it what? Flexible what? Budget. Are you ready? Okay. How many items we plan to sell? 120. What's that number? 120. Good. Now, can you help me to plan for the sale? This is just the one sale, right? Yes, it's sale. Tell me. We follow the same formula. But this time we plan how many units? 120. What is the unit price? 200. So what is the plan for the sale we will have? 36,000. Is it clear? Okay, now move to our cost. How many units you plan to sell? 120. If we know of, we can calculate the cost, right? How much per unit? 100. So in total will be 12,000. Easy, right? You think this guy study variable cost or fixed or mixed? Mixed. They have the first part 1,000 the same, right? But this one will be 30 each, and then based on Q sale, right? How many? 120. 120, and then 30 commission will be 3,600. Plus 1,000 become 4,000, and then what? 600. Okay. Okay. Next, the gas, the variable cost or fixed or mixed. Yeah, this variable one. How much you give the budget? 10 times 120. What's the budget they should give? 1,000 and then 200. Insurance, same. I use the black color. How much is it? 2,000. Utility, same. Because fixed cost, right? Rent, same. Depreciation, 6,000. Give me the new result for expenses. Can you help me some?
25,000 35.
How much is it? 35,000 and then 500. Can you tell me what? Another person tell me to sum them. 12,000 plus 4,600 plus 1,200 plus 2,000, 1,200, 3,000 and 6,000.
ที่ถูกกันไว้อะเดี๋ยวอีก
What it is? I think should be is incorrect. Can you help me get the new number?
Only new expense, right?
Yeah, 12,000 plus 4,000. Okay, can another person tell me to check? We don't have much time. And I need correct number. Can you help some? Can you help just some days there from 12,000 up to here?
36,000
I don't think so, not 66. Yeah, 30,000 and then 100. So which calculator brand you use? I'm not going to use that one. How much is it? 30,000 and then 100. How do you get it? From 12,000
โดยก่อน
and then up to 6,000, right? What is your total plan for the sale? 36,000. What is your total expense? The correct one based on 120. 30,100. Are you making profit or loss? Profit, how much is it? 5,900. Okay,
ไม่อะ
okay.
ไอ้บ้าออกมาจากที่
5,900. I don't think so. Let me see. 5,900, right? Okay.
ที่จากไหนอ่ะ
5,900. Correct. Okay. So now tell me, up to this point, are you ready? Okay. I don't like this one. We add one more piece. So now, help me to get all the numbers. You ready?
Yes.
So now tell me how many failure we have. Let me give you this one. Answer number 2. Ready? We start from actual. And then we have the before one, we call what? Stair what? Statistic budget. And then again, we focus on the same ones of net income that we plan by. Okay, how much we plan for static before?
100.
No, static budget. 2,700. Have that number. 2,700. What actual profit you made? 5,600. Put the red color. Okay. Before, if you don't have flexible budget, what is your grand bid? I use all capital letters. Grand bid. 2,000 what? 2,900. Happy or unhappy? Happy, favorable. But in this case, is it correct or incorrect? Incorrect. Because it's not good to compare. Why?
Because the
We know that if we focus on Q sales. When you plan for how many items? 100. But when you sold it, what your actual sold? 120. Can you really compare? No. Is it clear? Yeah. Is it make you incorrect before? We cannot make decision based on the basic one like this. Do we need a hero for today to help for comparing? Yes. What is our solution? We're going to turn static budget to the new one. We call it what? Flexible budget. And this one based on how many items? 120Q. Make sense? Yeah. And what profit you make based on this guy? 5,000 what? 900. Plug that number. 5,900. Okay. So up to this point, we can have comparison of how many couples to compare. That means how many players we have in this number. We have 3 players. Remember? The old budget 2,700. We name it static budget. Actual is actual player number 2. How much is it 5,600. But we have the new data today. We call it the flexible. What profit we supposed to have based on 120 5,900. So we have 3 players. How many couples for comparison we can do? 2 couples. Make sense? Yeah. Okay. What's the first couple? I will use the purple color. Number 1 will be this guy compared with this guy. I will call it in smaller, lowercase big number 1. Yeah. What budget? You think between this guy and this guy, which one is the correct answer? For the budget now. I think this one will be incorrect. What's the correct one? You'll be up to this point, right? Yeah. So what is a good comparison? Actual and then the flexible. Make sense? So now what budget you plan to have? Supposed to have 9,000 and then not 5,900. But what is your actual performance? 5,600. So in fact, you overperform, you underperform. But I don't put aside. I follow my style. Do we have the difference? Yes or no?
Yes.
How much is it of difference? 300. 300. We think this 300 should be F or U. U. Make sense? But we have another comparison. I will use the black color. The 5,900 compared with this guy. How about that? Yeah. And I name it big number 1. Big number 2. What profit you plan to have before static? 2,700. What the flexible profit? 5,900. Do we have the difference? Okay. Can you give me the difference? 5,900 minus 2,700. 3,200. And this time will be F. Why? Because if you combine these two, what you get? Make sense? Okay. So now tell me, what is your real performance? This one or this 2? Yeah. Because the key, we want to see your real performance so they can give bonus to you guys. This one reflect your real performance.
Why?
I think this one is a key point. So if we don't have flexible, can you get this one? No. You can get only the gratuity. And then you are biased already. You give bonus already. Actually, you underperform. This is the key point. Is it clear? Okay. So what is the real performance? This one. And we call this one performance evaluation. Performance analysis. Is it okay? What? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, should you give the bonus or no bonus? I think no bonus. Because if you plan at 120, what profit you supposed to have? If the budget based on 120, what profit you supposed to have? 5,900. What is your actual profit you make? Only 5,600. So your real performance, you underperform. For how much is it? 3. Done. This is your final answer. That's all. You see, if you don't learn from this one, you think about normal people, they don't know flexible budget. What did they do? We plan to have budget profit. How much is it? 2,700. We have actual profit now, 5,600. Oh, we overperform. We have budget more than what we expected. How much is it up? 2,900 millions. So it should be favorable. But no. You got it because you plan very low. So that you can beat it. You get my point? But now we have the solution now. I can see your real performance. I understood that when you have the plan, you can plan for 100. It's not a big deal now. Because if you plan for 100, I don't care. Now I have the new budget. What the new one got? We named it flexible budget based on your actual performance. How many items you sold? 120. So I use 120 for the planning. Clear? Or if actual you can sell only 97, I will use 97 items to have the plan for the budget. Is it fair? Yes, so we do both ways. If you can sell more than what you plan, we use 120. But if actual sale, you can have only 97 items. We have the flexible budget based on what? 97 items. Now, any cases, we can have better comparison and it's fair. That's all. Okay? I will have only maybe 17 minutes more. How about help me to analyze what happened? But now you all agree with me. Which one is matter to you? Deep one or deep two? Deep one. To see your real performance. Is it clear? Okay. Now let me just one more page. How about we analyze the first one, revenue? How about that? Clear? Revenue. Okay. So now we go to the next one. And before the revenue, let me just copy this one to the revenue. How about it? And then copy another one for another or for expense. Are you ready? So help me to analyze revenue. Should we give bonus? Because revenue is about what division? The sales division or marketing one. Okay, we want to see the real performance of that division. One more time. How many players we have? 3. I do the same thing. How about that? But now we going to analyze the net effect of 3 net, right? So let's start from the first one. Ready? Okay, now we're talking about what? Performance analysis. Number 1. I forgot on sale. Are you ready? How about we have the same format? Actual. And then what? Spare budget. Okay, how about we have the plan before the bias one? How about that? What is your sale? How much you plan to have for sale? How much is it? 30,000. Have that number. 30,000. What actual sale you make? 36,600. Have that number in red. Yeah.
Where does it 600 come from?
Which one?
For actual sales, like
Oh, we don't know, but we're going to analyze now. Then good question. But we don't know, but we're going to analyze. Yeah, but we don't actual. So now give me the grand diff in black color. What's the grand diff? DIFF. What's the grand diff? 6,600. Happy or unhappy? Happy, favorable. But this one is incorrect. Remember why? Because it's not a good comparison. 100 and 121. Okay. What the hero for today?
flexible.
We have to turn this one to the new one name. What? Flexible budget. Based on how many units? 120. And we got the number already, right? How much is it? The sales supposed to be 36,000, right? Have that number, right? 36,000. Okay? And do the same thing. Ready? Can we have the first comparison? Yes. What should we name it? Big number 1. And we carry this one the most. What sale are they supposed to have with the price that we set? 36,000 what actual sale ครับ 36,600 overperform or underperform overperform how much is it 600 tell me ครับ should be happy or unhappy ครับ happy is it clear is it clear they're supposed to have sale how much is it ครับ 36,000 but anyway I don't know but they got actual sale 36,600 overperform or underperform overperform happy or unhappy happy how about the black one ครับ dip number
เขียน
two
เพื่อนที่ร้านนี่ไม่เข้าใจแล้วความคิดยัง
dip number two this guy compare with this one yeah and we call it dip number two
จดไปก่อน
what the difference ครับ 6,000 this time we have no choice ครับ should be F or U no choice why ครับ because these two combined must be the same as you fund you get my point yeah yeah why okay but now which one you care the most ครับ dip one or dip two to reflect your real performance dip one okay so now my exam focus on dip one you agree this is a good comparison right okay go to the dip one
So like
now tell me what happened
that's right.
tell me so now tell me ครับ I use the red color ครับ analysis ครับ tell me ครับ why what does it mean dip one why do you feel happy and they should give we should give bonus to this division tell me you think this guy happened because of what how about we look at the formula how did you calculate 36,000 remember based on this oneครับ you plan to sell how many items 120 what the price ครับ or 300 one is it clear but can you help me to calculate the actual ครับ can you calculate this one for me ครับ can you what how many units you sold ครับ 120 can you find this one for me can you see something this is go back to your question why we get the 600 you see right tell me can you find me ครับ because the budget ครับ we asked the division to sell on average เท่าไหร่ 75 per no 300 per item but what's the actual performance they did
305.
305 is it good
Yeah.
they can sell I don't know they do promotion or anything but it's the actual is actual they sold it per unit how much is it ครับ 305 did they outperform
Yes.
this and this guy how many items ครับ that you sold ครับ
You know what always open.
so what the outperform
So I ended up with that much.
wow
But it's
it's good
some part of it.
is it good
So I'm having to.
so now can you tell why we have to give bonus to this one ครับ yeah because they said okay you have to sell minimum 200 per item but what actually they made ครับ 305 outperform $5 each how many actual items you they sold ครับ 120 that's why we have new profit to the business 600 that is it there so tell me if you don't have flexible can you analyze something like this no way this is the beauty of this chapter to you guys
ใช่
otherwise you are biased already like you say about wow appreciation 6,600 not true so now analyze for me ครับ last one for today ครับ what happened for 6,000 I will pick one example of expense and we are done for today. Is it clear? Do the same format. But how about 6,000 of what does it tell? But tell me for 6,000 what happened for 6,000? Tell me what happened for 6,000? So now actually we have one chapter for helping people to learn for 3 hours. We call this one the variance analysis or the difference analysis. And the variance we have two types, the price variance and quantity variance. You think this guy is it price or quantity variance? You think dip two what should we name it ครับ We think this two ครับ price or quantity variance ครับ this two I think this one is what quantity variance ครับ variance ครับ When you plan forward 100 yeah what's your actual ครับ actual what
120
we're talking about Q is it clear do you have the difference
20.
This is dip two right how much is it ครับ 20 and then how much is ครับ how much is it ครับ But this one is not about your real performance. You just plan lower than actual. How many items? ครับ 20 items. What cost you per item? ครับ 300. So this one is not your bonus. You get my point? You just plan lower than your actual. So it's not your real performance. ไม่ใช่ฝีมือเขาจริงปะ I don't care about it too. But what do I care? ครับ Dip one. So if we have two kinds of variances, normally it take 3 hours or be done for the concept. Is it good? With my example. But now if I cutting people, we spend about 3 to 6 hours learning about differences. We call it variance analysis. And we do it for all item or budget. Sales, production, selling, admin, everything. That's why it takes 3 hours or 6. But our whole concept, only one page here that I told you. Is it clear? Okay. How about the 600 ครับ You think the 600ครับ What should we name it ครับ Price variance or quantity variance ครับ I think it's about price. And then this one reflect real performance. Yeah. How about we analyze it another way ครับ I will use this one or we call this one price what?
variance
Price variance. Yeah.
price
Okay. Tell me ครับ for the price ครับ When you plan for the budget, how much is it ครับ How much is it ครับ 3 what? 300. What is your actual price you sold? 305. So we have the price difference. Yes. How much is it? ครับ 5. And then multiply with quantity ครับ 120. Which is Q, right? We get what? Done. So now can you tell me why we have to give bonus to the sales division? Because we asked them to sell minimally how much is that? 300. What they can sell actually 305. Should we appreciate what they did? Yes. How many items? Actual 120. And give more price for how much is it? $5 each. So we get new profit to the company. How much is it? 600. This is the appreciation we should value. Done. Is it clear?
Yes.
About last one, I will pick one expense and we're done for today. But now your turn. Do the same structure by yourself. Clear? Pick one expense. Which one we have to pick up next one? Tell me. About let me go with analysis number 2. Let me give. How about this one? Gas. Now do it by yourself. Be back. Last one for today. Because you can do it every line. Make sense? Right? Have the same thing, right? Every line. And we call this one performance analysis. Which focus we have to do? Dip 1 or dip 2? The final answer today will be dip 1 only.
สับส่วน
How about we do forward? Gas, last one for today. Give me all the number. One more time, the same structure. Performance analysis. Number 2, we select what? Gas. But you can do it every item. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. One more time, when you have budget, how much you can for the gas? Go back here. Gas, how much is it? 1,000. Gas 1,000. What's the actual?
900
Actual, how much is it? How much is it for the gas? 900. Have that number. 900. Can you find me the grand diff? Let me know that it's by S. DIFF. How much is it? 100. Happy or unhappy?
happy
happy because we gave the budget 1,000, but they actually spent only 900. So overall happy, but we know that this one will be incorrect. Yeah, give me the hero for today. We have to change this guy to this one. Flexible budget. So what gas budget we should give them? 1,200. Now tell me for the analysis. Can we have the first couple? Did what? Did number 1. They're supposed to have the budget maximum. How much is it? 1,200. Yeah. But they just spend. How much is it? 900. Did they send the money to the company?
Yes.
Yes. How much is it? 300. Happy or unhappy? Happy. We should evaluate them based on this guy. Make sense? Okay. How about the other one? Did 2. What's the difference? 200. But no choice. This one should be U or F. U. And then you combine them. Is it correct? You have to check answer like this. Make sense? Now tell me why we're happy about 300. Can you find the formula for this guy? We give them what? 10 per item. How many items we sold? 120. What's the budget we give? 10. Yeah? Right? Okay, now can you analyze this guy for me? The actual. How many items? 120. What the real cost per item? Can you find me this one? 900 divided by 120. Tell me, what's the actual spending?
7.5.
How much is it? Only $7.5. But we gave the budget $10 per item. But they actually spent only 7.5. Do they save cost for the company? Yes. How much is it? 2.5. Okay. So they save cost 2.5. 120 times 2.5. How much cost in total they save for us? 300. This is very well. Or you think this guy should be price or quantity variance? Price variance. Yeah. Okay. What is your actual price minus budget price multiply with Q? Tell me. What's the actual price? 7.5. Budget price? Okay. How many items? 120. So they save cost for 2.5. I don't care about the size. But tell me, do they save the cost for us?
Yes.
2.5. And then how much is it? 300. Favorable, unfavorable. Is it clear? One more time. What the budget we give them to spend for the gas? $10 per item. How much they actually spend? 75. Do they save the cost for the company? Yes, $2.5 each. How many items sold? 120. What the total cost that they save for us? 300. Should be appreciate or blame them? Appreciate. They should get bonus based on this now. 300, not 100 above. Last one today. What's the 200? Do we care about the 200? Is it price variance or quantity variance? Last one for today. If this one will be what? Quantity variance, Q variance. So if this one the case Q variance, so we have what? Q actual minus Q budget. Make sense? Multiply with price budget. Make sense? Okay. Up the number for me. What's the Q actual? 120. What's the Q budget? 100. What the price that we plan? 10. Is it 200? Done. Yeah. So what happened? We got to give them budget for 20 items. Is it true? When they plan, we give them budget based on 100 items. But actual item, how many? 120. So we forgot to give budget to them, 20. And then how much for the budget price? 10. So we have to give them more for 200. You get my point? Yes. Done. Is it fair? Everything fair. But our focus will be div 1 or div 2. Div 1 to see your real performance. That's all. Okay, I think I have to go now. Okay, see you again. This one will be on your exam. Okay, see you on Thursday. But that one will be multiple choice question. Okay, thank you so much. And then do your homework.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I think it doesn't want to say anything. Help the one or do you practice?
เพราะว่าแบบ
เราเอาเลยนี่ติดตาด้วยเอาว่ะอะไรก็นี่ทำให้โซยโตก็ลูกเก่งอย่างเดียวแล้วก็ He already came back.